Hello and welcome to this special build edition of 7 Days to Die. See, normally I'd be building my base right about now in the current playthrough that I've been doing for the last couple of weeks, but there's been some conflicting information on how to build a proper Horde base for me. See, I originally used to build the old style box of 50 size pillars that surround yourself so that you could shoot through them, bash through them with melee, but they wouldn't be able to get through and do any serious damage as long as you could keep things repaired. The problem that I'm running into is that no longer works here under Alpha 17. I was an Alpha 16 type of build, so I've heard some conflicting things on how things work now. Zombie AI is completely been revamped. They no longer run towards you, giving no fucks, bashing through anything. They actually play a little bit of intelligence, running in a general direction to get towards you, pathing around things, etc., etc. So because of that, we are running into an issue where I don't actually know how to build the base that I want to build, and I'm not going to be spending my time building a base that ultimately might get my ass kicked tomorrow when I actually do my 7-day horde. So it's time to do some test building. Alright, it's time to clear out a little bit of a place, and if you haven't seen any of the creative stuff, the dev tools have some pretty neat things. Like, for instance, the one-shot, one-kill gun, and, of course, the block destroyer vehicle. Where the hell did you come from? Serious? Okay, let's turn off zombie moving for the time being. So, let's test a couple of different base styles. The first one that I'd always heard about is the new maze type of thing. You want to get the zombies to path towards you, you want them to go up a ramp, and you want them to zigzag around while you pick them off from a distance. Now, I've got a couple of different ways that I could build that, but I think the one that I'm going to do is just a very simple out and back, because the nice thing is that we want them to run away from us and then run towards us, keeping a single profile, because if they're zigzagging around, honestly, it makes them really damn hard to shoot. So, without further ado, let's get some building going. So this is the basic setup. Now, this isn't complete, this is just an initial test, but the zombies have only one way to get to me. They have to come around, run up the ramp, run along that way, which is away from me so that it's a little bit easier to snipe them because they're not zigzagging their asses all over the place. Come around and then come this way. We're going to add a little bit more bells and whistles to it now, but I want to double test that this is going to do exactly what they say they're going to do. So let's give it a test with some regular old zombies. Oh, I've got them locked up. Here they come. Oh, you know what? Sorry about that, guys. Let's actually make them feral, because otherwise this is kind of pointless. And they're off. Look at that one jumping on top. That's actually pretty damn cool. Running along on top of his buddies. And perfect. They have pathed to me. Now, if they can't path to you, they'll start just wrecking the shit out of everything around them. So far, so good. Look at that synchronized swimming of a run. All right. Not too shabby. Drop the loot. Now, there's not going to be a lot of ways to get the loot during any of these builds that I'm going to be testing, but that's the sacrifice you got to do in order to get the XP. Now, what I'd really like to do is drop them into a pit, maybe with some spikes or something. But again, I want the XP, so I might compromise. We'll see how things go. So, test number 2. What can we do to slow them down a little bit here? Not that. Not that. Dang it all. Okay, apparently I built that without proper support. Let's fix that. All right, how wide of a jump can we make it for them and still have them path towards us? Because if they can't path to us, they're going to start wrecking shit, and that's going to be no bueno. So, this is a 2, which pretty much every zombie can make, especially the spider zombies. So, let's test that out for the moment. All right. So far, so good. They seem to like that. Okay. Can they make this jump? I believe so. Zombies can now jump since one of the more recent additions. There we go. Okay. Not too shabby. Can they do it with a 3-gap? Run! Be free, my children! Okay, they like the pathing options. They believe they can get to me. And then you would stand here. You would actually stand even and on the front. Let's load up some actual ammo and snipe them as they run along, like the stupid little zombies they are. Okay. Aw, look at that. We got an actual zombie. A 3 jump. They cannot oh, they can. Interesting. Let's see if they push her off. Come on. Just chuck her off the edge. Nope. Nope. It's like a mosh pit. They're clamoring to get those Nickelback tickets. Oh, look at that. He just is like, nope, I'm out of here. Fuck this noise. Here, I'll help you along, buddy. Now you can come along. Right in the old noggin. Not like he needs it. Okay. Now let's try with a 4-gap. Slowly attracting some of the local flora. The local flavor. Okay, 4-gap jump. Now, the thing you gotta watch out for is that if they do try the jump, they can still punch you on the way down, or punch the blocks that you're on, which would be pretty shitty. Okay, so a 4-block gap does seem to work. So far, so good. Now, I would want to probably make this a little bit longer in practice, or zigzag back and forth multiple times, but the point is that so far, this works. I would also want to encase this so that I would not be able to be attacked by, say, spider zombies or buzzards. Ka-chunk. But test number 1 seems to be successful. Okay. And they'll just keep running forever. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Let's do a little bit more testing. Okay, so here we've got test number 2. Let me show it a little bit better. We've added a single layer wall here in order to funnel them along and put barbed wire along here to hopefully slow them down. Now, there's only barbed wire on one side, and I am under the impression that barbed wire has also changed recently. It is a little bit more difficult to get them to rub into it. The idea is to slow them down the entire way around so that you can start doing these headshots, blah, 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 blam, as they start coming around here. We will test to see if that is still actually true. All right, here comes our first contestant. He is eager and excited. And okay, apparently he does not like this base and he's punching it. So he can't find a path to me. That's a problem. Oh, there he goes. Maybe. Maybe. Stop that shit. Dude. Just a minute ago, you were okay running up here. What is this? What? Okay. So apparently he just got a couple of seconds of anger. All right, I'm not in the right spot. You do have to stand in a very specific spot here. That seems to be working. Look at that. Holy crap. It works. Let's give it a little bit of a test here. Let's add in a whole mix of stuff here, right? Let's see. A couple of feral farmers. And even some radiated ones. Look at this. Wow. I mean, they tear through things pretty quick, but that is not too shabby. And they all fall off. Look at them powering through. And then you just sit here and snipe them along. Now, obviously, a gun would be better, but still, this little infinite loop of them running, falling, does do some pretty good wonders. Okay, let's clean up and see how badly they've done things. They've all gone through 3 times. Pop goes the weasel. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like they've broken any of them off completely. That's not bad. Let's get a hammer in here so that I can do some verification. Oh, of course. Wrong button. Whoop. Didn't want to do that. Well, I've discovered one problem. If you have a channel that is only 1 wide, you can only put barbed wire on one side. You can't put it on the other side. So, let's take all of this down and do a little bit more aggressive testing then, yeah? Like I said, I don't want to put too much stuff down here because I want the XP. And if I don't get the XP, what the hell is the point about any of this? But, let's try... I'm not sure what the difference is here, but let's try to put a couple of these just for fun. All right, test number 3. We're going to toss out a couple of ferals. And let's see here. Come on. Oh, I keep doing that where I lock them in. And they're off! The 2019 Zombie Olympics, racing for the brand new location. And immediately slowed down. Make sure I'm in the right spot. Very good. Look at them crowding to get to me. Crowding, pushing over each other. See, I'd like to make it too tall, 2 levels tall here, but then I wouldn't be able to shoot them. I might be able to put a second one on the outside so that I can continue to shoot them and kind of corral them in. That might not be a bad idea. Also, I still haven't gotten really good at shooting these things. And they've broken through the very first barrier. Now, yes, if I had electrical wire, this would do a lot better. But I'm not at that level in my playthrough. I'm not even at the concrete level yet. I'm like level 11. So we are testing for what a traditional 7-day horde might be able to pull off here. Very angry lumberjack. And wow, they bashed through that real quick. That might not actually be all that useful. It looks like this is our saving grace, not those. That's actually pretty decent because I want that XP. Yes, I know I'm really bad at this. You don't have to say anything. Right in the old noggin. I love how that wood just explodes out of the head. Maybe it's supposed to be bone, but it's got the same sound and effects as hitting wood, so who knows? And run at me and fall. And run at me and fall. So far, this is pretty darn good. I'm going to give them 4 run-throughs. Well, they're still getting slowed down pretty well. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Unlike my shooting, which is piss poor. Absolute miserable. Right in the back. See how you like that, lumberjack. Now I kind of want to set up like zombie races with one of each different type, see who manages to push through. Now obviously, this probably won't do crap for cops. They're just gonna shoot at me, so I'm gonna have to come up with a little bit better of a plan. I also think I need to be higher up off the ground. Obviously, I need to put some grating around me to protect against vultures. But as far as a first start, this is not too bad. So while they've changed some of the pathing, apparently this type of base is still viable. All right. One more time through, and then we'll go check out how damaged everything is. Kerdonk. She is still standing. Look at her, the human pincushion. Well, zombie pincushion. Nice new session of acupuncture will do wonders for her. Yeah, looks like they took out all of that except for 2, so... She's taken like 7 arrows. She's still fine. Oh. And there's another slight problem, but I'm going to allow it. The barbed wire... Oh, no, didn't kill her. The barbed wire can inflict enough damage, I believe, to stop them. I'm not 100% sure on that, how much damage barbed wire actually... There she goes. That was just a regular old zombie. He got mixed up in this group. Yeah, you can't pass. Oh, passing on the left. That is some NASCAR level crap. This is another regular old zombie. Just a local friendly neighborhood zombie decided to see what the show is all about. Alright. I think we've done enough here. We'll pick them off. Pop in a little sack of gore. Pop in a little sack of gore. Actually, technically those sacks are my arrows, but it makes me feel a lot better to pretend that they just exploded into a shower of guts and nothing more. Pop goes the weasel. Period. Alright. All's quiet on the Western Front again. Lock zombies. God mode. And let's inspect the damage. Okay, so 4 passes through with a, honestly, relatively small horde has done in the vicinity of about 50-ish% damage to the barbed wire. So, now keeping in mind that I didn't actually barbed wire up all the rest of this crap, because if they were slowed the entire time, I'd be getting my shots off significantly better, thereby killing more of them, but that is a decent first test. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to finish this up a little bit, and we're going to test it with an actual 7-day horde. I'm going to level myself up a little bit, and we will go from there. Let's see how this plays. I'm actually tempted to leave the inside completely open, because if they shove and push past each other and then throw themselves to the ground, that just buys me more time. So let's try it both ways and see what happens. We'll leave that area enclosed, we'll leave this area exposed, and see which way plays better. If I see a lot of the zombies pushing and shoving like it's a damn mosh pit trying to throw each other to the ground, then we know that we will leave things open. If it doesn't seem to make a difference, well, fuck them. Ah, yes, I didn't put a second row. If it doesn't seem to make a difference, then fuck them. We'll just let them run all over the place and do what we gotta. Now, without concrete, I might not have the stability level that I got. These pillars are every 5 apart. Technically, there's 6 apart, 5 blocks in between, 5 blocks in between, which I thought was more than enough to support this type of a thing, but perhaps not. Okay. All right. Test number 4, commencing. Let's see what we can do about this. So I'm going to spawn, let's do a pretty big size of test hordes here. On your marks, get set, unfreeze. It's actually a thing of beauty. All right. Once again, I gotta mark which block I need to stand on, because if I get too close, they're gonna try to path directly to me, and that is not acceptable. And one goes to... Oh, look at that one. That one just jumped up on top and is running to get ahead of the pack. Let's pick her off. Okay, so without the inner wall, it does still slow them down. That's good. Now let's see if they start cramming each other off the ledge. That's the real test. Oh, she has decided to backtrack. Okay. That was good, but I can't tell if that was because she was the one I was shooting at, or because there's a metric ass ton of them, and they got pushed off. Okay. A couple are getting pushed off. Look at that. Look at that. That's not bad. Now, generally, I'm a melee-centric person. I don't have a good way of setting this up where they won't be able to physically get to me. Kind of intimidating. Okay, so they do push a couple of each other off, but it's not like some huge, crazy amount here. Nonetheless, I think I will leave the center open just because. I mean, everyone that falls is one less that I have to deal with immediately, giving me more time to snipe at them like this. Well, that's just a creepy sound. They do thin out as they continue a little bit further. That's good, that's good. Problem is, not being able to get the loot and recovering arrows is not something I'll be able to do either. That's unpleasant, but not much I can do about that. Surviving is significantly more important than loot. PSA, the more you know. Alright, I think this is proof positive. It's raining body parts! Ah, hey, I didn't know it was full auto. Okay, that, so far so good. I like. Okay, let's do a couple of other additions, and we'll test it with a real Horde Night. See how badly they damage shit here. Pretty bad. Okay. There we go. So we have a slightly modified base here in order to test with a 7-day. We have repaired all of the barbed wire. I've put a little cage around myself. What I actually need to do is protect it from spider zombies. I forgot about that on the front here. It's not quite optimal yet. Whoops. Come on. Well, I guess I could just, you know, lie. Actually, let's not do that. There we go. Okay, so we've got cages up above us for the unfortunate vultures that decide to show on up. We should be protected on all sides from spider zombies, and I think that's pretty good. I'm going to give myself a gun with some ammo just to test. I'm going to go with the AK this time. Okay, now let's advance ourselves to day 7. Just about nighttime. So I've also given myself level 15 to simulate whatever the spawn table will be at, because it does increase the higher levels you get. So we want to make sure that we're spawning an appropriate level of zombies. All right. Here we go. And of course, I just now saw that it says day 8. Hold, please. I see a blood moon arising. Here they come. Ah, cold weather. That's no good. And there's our first contestant. Well, that didn't take long now, did it? So, that's a little problematic. Where'd he go? Bastard. Okay, a little problematic. I'll have to figure out something a little bit better for that. Maybe put some down there. In any case, that is not the current problem. Now look at that. That's working. Oh yeah, I gotta be standing on the correct spot. Sounds like, because they didn't like where I was standing, they were busy fighting at the pillars. Yes, okay. Imperative to stand on the right spot. If they can't get to you, if they think they can't get to you, they're gonna wreck your shit. And I don't know about you guys, but I like my shit unwrecked. Okay, I am still really bad at this. Okay, I think I've got a problem where I don't have the number of zombies set correctly. So let me reset and we'll try again. So, that did not go as planned. While I was trying to set some things up, I was standing in the wrong spot, and they took down my tower. So, this is going to be a bit of a problem, because I don't have reinforced concrete. I might be able to get some by the time that the Horde Night rolls out, at least enough to reinforce a couple of pillars. Nonetheless, really not good. Really just straight up not good. Let's rebuild and see what I can do here. Okay, we have rebuilt the little hidey hole. We have upgraded the concrete or the cobblestone on the pillar a couple of times. You can see I've upgraded one. All the rest of this is just default cobblestone, and so far it hasn't actually had any serious issues, aside from when I'm not standing on the right spot. And that's my fault, not the zombies' fault. So, we are moments away from an actual 7-day Horde Night. I've tossed some candles down to hopefully provide some light, and let's see how this actually fares. Here we go. Any second now. Horde Night. Behold the blood moon. Alright, where are my little friends? Here they come, first of them. Well, they're spawning in right there. Oh yeah, and I also increased the number. Not just to default, but I increased them to 12. Might as well make this a little challenging. Well, I can tell you I haven't gotten any better. Wow. That was a little better. Look at her trying to hurdle her buddy. Inadmissible. Disqualified from the Olympics. I'm not sure how well this would fare against dogs. Probably should spawn some of those to test. Oh, we got it. Oh, look at him. Got a live one. Relatively speaking, obviously, it's a zombie show. Tell ya, I'm gonna need more arrows. Did not think this through. Gotta. Oh, first contestant is finally made it to the finish line. And you, sir, get the gold. They can't really do their jump with the barbed wire holding them back. That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna ignore them for the time being. None of them can hit me. Christ almighty, why am I so bad with this? Okay, new rule. I will only shoot the ones that are relatively close. I've even got like a point or two into bows. Holy crap. Okay, I'm apparently just really bad with this. Maybe I could shoot them if they're coming right for me. No, apparently not. Ooh, that was a meaty thunk. Ooh, got her on the fly. Grr. I am ending that little test here. Very successful, all things considered, at least for a 7-day horde base. That's not bad. Let's do one more quick test of a couple of... Let's see, what should we test with? Something... Oh, I know. We haven't done dogs. Alright, let's see how they take care of this. Look at them all running. Like Santa's little helper. Ha! Here, I'll help you dogs. Okay, now, can they make this jump? You know, thinking about it, I shouldn't have that one there. That makes it a little bit easier for them to get to me. That's a bad idea. That's just wrong. Look at them, bobbing along in slow motion. Graceful greyhounds, leaping and frolicking towards me. Alright, here's the test. What happens when they jump? Nothing. They just drop. Excellent. Well, all things considered, I think we've got a pretty good beat on what we're going to do for our horde base. I'm going to call it right there. Thank you all for watching. Very much appreciate you helping me figure out how to build this piece of crap. And very soon, we'll have an actual Horde Night. Catch you all soon.